Okay, welcome back to the first of Asrimon, showcasing what I did the last 4 months. That was really hard work, and the result is something very simple, hopefully, and I'll go through it and test it and log my findings. Yeah, so there are a lot of things I suspect that maybe 2 people on the planet know about. That is, for example, in the there's the FoA wildlands. There's also the normal real world, the wildlands, and there's of course the FoA realm that is in between the two. And if you go into the FoA wildlands, you need to unlock it first, and then you need to unlock entry into the FoA wildlands and survive a game turn in the FoA wildlands, and complete the destination in the FoA wildlands, and defeat an encounter in the FoA wildlands, and do things with the death moth. That's a boss. And here, yeah, save the death moth. And the trophies, they don't give you points, they give you a title, and you can write a title in the trophy. So the first time you gain a trophy proper, you have this sense of achievement, so you feel proud and good about yourself, and you should be, because most people don't succeed in setting up the game, and those that do, that's 10% of all the buyers, they don't succeed in completing it. The game in itself is 8 hours long, more or less, certainly for the first time. It can take you 12 hours or something. So it's almost like a campaign, but then a single session. And this way, so by splitting it up in simple things, then the cycle of game is shorter, so the barrier to entry is almost gone. So all you need to do here is complete the game turn and apply the first and second mastery, and you have 2 fate cycles for that. Well, do this in less than 2 fate cycles. You practice basic movements, practice setup and placing the destination tokens. The most complicated thing for your first game is reading the mastery descriptions, because they are written in like a complicated Excel formula, and you need some kind of practice with that. Otherwise, it's just too much in one go. And yeah, you don't. I don't want that. You don't want that. Okay. Mission 2 is all your base belong to me. Does that loot all the enthralled cities in a single turn. So that's very clear, and it is quite. It's quite an achievement, because the looting itself can also gain you fate tracker increases. So the time is really ticking here, but yeah, it's I think a nice mission. So now you don't know how to get started, then you can do hidden power, and then you have to set up your destination deck, so you only have the hidden powers, and then you go after these locations in the map. Yeah, and so every topic is touched upon. So here you have relics, how they work, wayposts, and you unlock trading at wayposts here if you completed this mission. And you have no access to the wayposts here, for example. So things get gradually opened up, and I believe that is the way to go. The sieges, of course, save all your wayposts, and you can do that multiple times. And here are the hex locations of the 6 wayposts. And now that you've gained the FoA habitants' trust, they feel protected from the mind-wiped hordes. So it feels only fair to unlock trading then. The items that you can get are also gated, so you have no access to the growth at first. But if you have, then it's only level 1, so you can only buy Druidic Mortar, Green Fire Potion, and Reflecting Pool. And for those who ask what is Druidic Mortar, yeah, you got the expansion, but you didn't read it. It's all there. Not making up things this time. So level 2, if you unlock it, then you can buy mana stones, barkskin, brew, and giant's elixir and mutable material. Barkskin brew, we had an evening of discussion of how that is supposed to work. Well, a few hours maybe. And spirit, let's see what else. A lot of these things, yeah, they needed more attention. Let's see, elven ration, for example. You don't know how an elven ration works because we figured it out online. We didn't share it. And let's see. Yeah. So you once you save the waypost, then you gain level 1, and if you saved another waypost, then you gain level 2, and so it goes on until level 6, and then you can buy everything from the waypost. Yeah, and of course for the battle mat reference sheet. Let's see, to illustrate this. Where is the thing? Yeah, I scanned in all the placards, so I could easily access them. So for example, if you go here, there are a ton of things that you should fill out in the battle mat, and that's not described. So people are writing the Horn of FotA on their personal hero sheet, and it's not necessary. And if you ever wondered what the refilling waterskin is, and that is an item that was forgotten, and it's supposed to be in the Sense of Shirax, volume 3. And this is actually a good thing because you can overlay this with blessings. Blessings are things that are in the expansion, but those are perfectly playable with the base game, and they shouldn't be in the expansion. But yeah, there are a lot of problems that I ran into, and that's don't want to talk about it because it makes me a little bit angry. But here is what you can overlay. So I found the font is Josephine, and yeah, I'll add it to the document so you can print it out and overlay it with the battle mat refilling waterskin. That is bullshit. And here you have the blessings, Alastrine, Halivan, Toot and Ticks. So you can cut these out once printed, of course, and then you can use a scotch tape to place it on the maps. I went a little bit overboard perhaps, but I'll show you the results. It's really cool. So you have here something that nobody else has. So this is part of forest. This is Connacht, and this is River Wee. So that's the blue thing. This is the North Spine, and Tatum Slope, Blue Bark Vale. And there is more. There is a Rin swatch here, and Might West Canopy, and Darkason, and here Sylphane. And these things, they are not necessary for for FOA, but for FotA, you want to find things by looking at the map, and if the map doesn't have the names, then you have a problem. Or you could spend even more money by buying the neoprene mat and the ruins of Marmatul here. It's beautiful, right? These names should have been already there. Now the font for this, I found it later thanks to somebody else, so I can reproduce it and make it better. I just spend a day for finding the font in the ultimate font book, but yeah, in the end it was solved. So the scar file is lodge. There are also other things that need a name, but not all have a name. So here's, for example, Elric's Tower. I have a good printer for this kind of stuff. That's an Epson 3850. But ideally you want, of course, a laser printer. But yeah, I did all these locations. So yeah, I have no problem with overlaying it, and if you glue it with a scotch tape, then you can easily take it off if you want to resell, which you no doubt will. That's all I have to show. I'm going to have fun with this document, and well, it's later. Bye bye.